Hi, everyone. Welcome to Leaf Rants. The Leafs beat the Washington Capitals 7-3. Some domination over them. Oh my God. DOMInation. Max Domi, Austin Matthews, and Tyler Bertuzzi had themselves a night. Man, they were really good. Tavares looked good. I didn't really have much to complain about. Joseph Wall looked a little, but he hasn't played in like 13 days. And he just came back from injury. I don't blame him for being a little, Still good. They won 7-3. You can't complain about too much. You know what I'm saying? Power play was okay. Penalty kill was not very good. I mean, they are missing Mitch Marner and Calle Yarncroke, two key penalty killing forwards. TJ Brody wasn't playing this game, although he hasn't been good, is a key penalty killing defenseman for them. Or at least Keefe used him as that. So yeah. TJ Brody was not in this game. He was scratched. Healthy scratched. I feel bad because everything he's going through, and he makes $5 million, and he's been such a good defenseman over the years for Toronto. And I just feel bad for scratching the guy, especially with everything he's gone through this year. He's struggling. And Keefe commented on him. Keefe was like, he hasn't been playing his best hockey. But I also just want to say that, or he said that he just wanted to add that Brody's had the toughest matchups night in, night out. He's played a bunch of minutes every night. And yeah, that's true, but that's on you, Sheldon. You get to pick the matchups here. Don't play him in the toughest matchup then. Maybe a sheltered TJ Brody that's not playing against the first line can be in the lineup. I don't know where right now. But he's got to be somewhere, right? Simone Benoit also had an amazing game. He hit someone into their bench or into the Leafs bench. He hit someone into a bench. And then he absolutely stapled former Leaf Nicholas Aubé-Kubel. He stapled him into the boards. Oh my God, what a hit. Benoit, he's got to stay in. There's no way you take him out. You can't. You can't take out Simone Benoit. There's no way you can. Domi should stay there on the top line until Marner gets back. Then you move him. You know what? Yeah, they had a really good night, but it's against Washington. It's against their backup goalie as well. Not to say anything bad against Washington, but Mitch Marner's a better player than Max Domi, so I think you put Mitch Marner there. Yeah, just a thought. But the first goal, 16 seconds into the game, Max Domi out front to Austin Matthews, 56. Matthews looked really good as well. And then no scoring for the rest of the period. Kind of back and forth. Washington looked deadly. Toronto looked deadly at moments. Just not a whole lot. Second period. Again, in the first minute of the period, William Nylander. Oh my God, what a snipe for his 38th of the year. Woo. Then 9 minutes later, Washington gets a power play. And like I said, the penalty kill was meh. Just meh. Ovechkin, he scores. Beats Wall over the arm. Not really too much you can do there if you're Joseph Wall. No goalie seemed to be able to stop Alex Ovechkin, so give you a bit of a break. And then a few minutes later, Austin Matthews' wrist shot from the point finds its way in. But can't celebrate for too long because 35 seconds later, Connor McMichael, he scores. And he banks it in off Samsonov. Or not Samsonov. He banks it in off Joseph Wall. Probably a play you like back, but like at that point in the game, you don't like to see that one go in. Looking back now, you're like, whatever. And then Austin Matthews, hat trick goal. Coldest celly ever, man. Or, yeah, I think this is where he scored the hat trick. Coldest celly ever. Ooh, fan through his hat. Matthews almost catches it on his stick. Cold. Gets called back for offside. Like, man, you shouldn't be able to review those. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's great when it works out for your team. And when it's against your team, it really sucks because you realize how stupid it really is. All because Matt Duchene was 50 feet offside and 4 blind officials missed that. You have to add this stupid rule where you can review where it's friggin' a millimeter off. Like, it's never going to go away because why would you? But, like, piss off, man. Come on. That should be a goal. Just for the cold celly itself. It's no goal, offside. But that line's not done yet. Matthews gets it to Max Domi, who shoots it in, notices he has a lane. It deflects off of Jake McCabe, and Jake McCabe scores. When Jake McCabe scores a tip-in goal because he's in front of the net, you're winning the game. That's Jake friggin' McCabe. He's a defenseman. He's a hard-hitting defenseman, and he's probably second best defenseman on the team this year. Love that trade from Dubas. Best thing he's ever done for this team, other than bring in John Tavares and sign the core. Core's great. Don't mess with the core. Don't say anything bad about my Tavares. I love my Johnny T, okay? Don't say anything bad about him. He scored in this game. The only power play goal they had. 6.5 minutes into the game. Dylan Strome and Alexander Ovechkin, right after a Leafs power play, get a 2-on-1 because the Leafs didn't want to take a too many men penalty. So, yeah. Dylan Strome gets it to Ovi, who just barely gets it over Joseph Wall. Jake Wall gets a piece of it. Oh, man, that would have been a huge save for him, but it's whatever. It's 4-3. Then you know who scores next? John Tavares gets it to William Nylander, who makes a hell of a play, gets it in, and passes it over to no other than a guy whose jersey ends in 4. He has a great mustache. Bobby McMahon. The McMahon, the myth, the legend. Bobby McMahon, 11th goal of the season. It's 5-3 Toronto. Then, like, literally 30 seconds later, Domi keeps the play alive, and that was a beautiful play. Gets it to Matthews with a beautiful spinorama pass over to Tyler Bertuzzi. Finds a way to get it in. His 15th of the year. They're heating up. Domi's looked good. Looked really good. He had, 5 points? Matthews had, let's see. See the box score here. Leafs. Matthews had 5 points, 2 goals, 3 assists. Love that for my fantasy team. Domi had 4 assists. Love that for my fantasy team. Nylander, 3 points. Tavares, 3 points. Nyes, 1 point. Bertuzzi, 1 point. McMahon, the goal. Let's see. How much time on ice? Connor Timmins played more than Joel Edmondson. By 30 seconds. Liljegren had the most amount of ice time. Probably because of that 4-minute power play and stuff. But still. But we're not done yet. Because the Leafs get a 4-minute power play. Because Tom Wilson, high stick Noah Gregor, and he was bleeding, so it was 4 minutes. And first unit on their first shift get nothing again. Power play, it's not very good. Put Domi where Marner should be. Just do it. Honestly, I would. Might as well. Put Bertuzzi right in front of the net. Tavares on the second unit. Put Riley back up on the first as well. That's what you got to do. But Matthews to Nylander. To John Tavares, who makes a nice move and scores. Because you don't say anything bad about Johnny Toronto, who won't be the captain next year, because I believe he's going to pass that on to Poppy, number 34, the heart and soul of this team. They were good. Nothing to complain about. Don't really know what I'm supposed to say here. They deserved it. I think you break up that top line once Marner's back, but Domi, when Marner's not in an offensive role, not defensively at all, but you put him in the Marner offensive roles, not as good as Marner, not anywhere close. Good playmaker, better than Pontus Holmberg on that first line. Holmberg's let his place slip a little bit. I don't know how much time he had tonight. Let's see. I'm kind of curious, actually. Ooh, least amount of time out of any Leaf. 8:49. Robertson had more time than him. I didn't like Robertson's game tonight. Tyler Bertuzzi only had 14 minutes and 19 seconds. Barely played. Loved what he did on the ice, though. They were really good. They won 7-3. And just like that, I think Leafs Nation's feeling a little bit better here. They play on Saturday against Edmonton. I believe they play on Sunday against... Oh, man, I don't know. Question marks on Sunday. But I'm pretty sure they do play on Sunday. But so, thank you if you made it this far. If you liked it, please click like. Clicking subscribe makes me feel good if you really enjoyed the video. Hope to see you on Saturday. Maybe Sunday. Whoever they play. But the Edmonton game should be really fun. Hopefully we hear a little more from Mitch. Hopefully Labushkin's back in. You can take out Timmins and then kind of just mess around with your lines from there. Yeah. DOMInation.